All right, my people, let's get this thing started. Camera on. They got me. Let's do this. How you guys feeling today? Sup, Rexon? Sup, Steak Novas? Jake? XRP price prediction $5.8. BTC 250 above. I know it sounds mega optimistic, but that is actually, I think it's too nice. I think it's going to, it might go way above that. All right, so we're going to dive into technicals directly. We're going to discuss a little bit the main topics, or the main topic that is today, and that is what I wrote also on the thumbnail, or on the topic. And that is, are we in a bull market, or are we in a bear, or are we, is this a bull trap? Are we getting a bull run, or are we having a bull trap right now? All right. So we're gonna see it from different angles, and we're gonna see what is right, what is wrong, and what sense we can make out of this. Okay. I hope you guys hear me good. I had an incident with the microphone just before I started the stream. That's why I came on late with the camera and everything. Accidentally fell over my microphone. But anyways, what's up, Melker, Tobe, welcome guys. All right, let's do this. So first and foremost, let's talk about the important things, or the important thing that we have this week, or things actually. First and foremost, this here. So I don't know how many of y'all have watched the market overview video that I did, but in that video, I talk about the PC index release on Friday this week. This here is mega important. Why is this important? Because this gives the indication on where we are headed, all right? Don't ask me too many questions on this here, because I'm actually not I'm not an expert at PC. I know FOMC, I know federal fund rates, I know all of those stuff, but PC is something that I just know that it gives the indication on where we are or where the US is going with inflation, and that gives an indication on what the Federal Reserve will do, their future decisions, and that is everything. Because as we know, when news pops, it's most often BTC drops, even if it's bullish news. Why? Because the news are already priced in. So you want to buy the rumors, sell the news, okay? And these are the rumors. PC is the rumors. That is where you're getting the rumors for what's to come. So that is that. This is on Friday. Don't know exact time yet. Let's see if they have written anything here. Wednesday. Let's see here. Oh, there we have it. Core PCE price index. Cool. This is 1:30. So 1:30 Friday. You know what, guys? If you want me to, I will live stream this, and we can trade it. We can definitely trade it. It's expected. You see 0.3 here. It's expected 2.8, and if it comes up above that, that will not be good for crypto. That will be good for the US dollar. Like they say here also, actually greater than forecast is good for currency. So that means good for the US dollar, and that is not good for crypto. So PCE index on Friday, keep that in mind. Yeah, definitely, we'll do that. Have one of our Friday stream parties that we do so very often these days. And the second thing that you have to watch out for this week is this one. Like I think this is just such a fitting picture of Donald Trump, because that's how it feels like every time you see or hear him right these days. But the tariffs that there's been so much debate on and everything goes into effect the 2nd of April. So that is next week on, what is it, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on Wednesday next week. That goes into effect next week, and right now he's holding back a little bit. He says that there will be reciprocal tariffs, and it's not the same for all countries. There will be certain sectors that would have higher tariffs and certain sectors lower tariffs, and so on. But as we know by now, 5 minutes later he can change this. So right now, this is what he's saying. But until Wednesday next week, that's a whole week, anything can happen, right? 1st of April, remember the FOMC meeting? We streamed it last week. Remember I explained that they are cutting down on QT, quantitative tightening, from 25 billions a year, selling off bonds, to 5 billion, I think is per year. They have already cut it down from, sorry, not per year, per month. They already cut it down from 60 billion. And that goes into effect the 1st of April. So we have like Friday, then Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Very, very interesting days that can move the markets a lot. Regarding the tariffs, if Trump comes out now and says anything, like if he says that, no, I'm going back to my old stance, we're going to go hardcore with these tariffs on the people or on these countries, market will crash, of course. Then we have that's the black swan event that will crash the market. If the opposite happens, he says, you know what, I'm nice, but I want to be even nicer, then we will see a pump in the market. So this can go any way. You don't want to speculate too much on these news because we've seen them change too many times in too short amount of a time. So yeah, but that is that. Don't have so much more to discuss. This is crazy. IMF now holding BTC. So we're getting in on the fundamentals, sorry, on the technicals directly, and discussing if we are in a bull or in a bear market, and we might actually take a trade. Just checking quickly here, because I see a sell coming up here. And I know a lot of people think, all right, so I will explain what I see. We are already on the copy trading account on a sell on Aave. Did any of you guys take it? We already took TP1 and 2 on this one. But now we're going to look at BTC because it's the North Star that all the cryptos follow. So if we zoom out a little bit, we go to the weekly time frame. The first thing I see here is this, that we printed a nice reversal candle. We had this mega weekly candle, a bearish candle. Then we printed a nice reversal candle. In the middle of the year, there's no order block, there's no nothing here. It's just like in the middle of the drop, we just stopped and had a pullback, which is normal, it's okay. But it doesn't make sense for me that we should get the pump here when there's so much liquidity resting down here, which this is like always the case. In big moves, market always comes and mitigates all the liquidity. So we get this reversal candle here. And by the way, a reversal candle in this case here is a bullish candle that has a small body but big wicks, indecisive candle. Next candle engulfs this one. Okay, good. That's okay. But this weekly candle needs to engulf this weekly candle completely for us to remain bullish. And I don't think that will happen. I see one of two scenarios. I will explain also why. The one scenario is this here. It's somewhere in this vicinity, inside this order block, we will turn. Why exactly this order block? Because we have amounts of liquidity stacked up there. Boom. Where do we got it? There it is. All right, cool. So you see this here. That's 1,401 BTCs in liquidity just here, all right? If we push a little bit higher than that, yeah, then it's much more. But all this liquidity here, if we're going down, I think market want to sweep that first. So, and that is the bull trap in this case here. If market wants to go in on a bull run, it will do the opposite. It will go down and liquidate all this stuff here. Now, what do we have here? All the way down to 65K. We have 1,860 BTC to liquidate. So there's more on the sell side, but there's a bigger range also. So everybody thinks that BTC, or not everybody, a lot of people thinks that BTC is coming down to 74K. 74 is here, but the liquidity is just below it. So you have the 68K. I've said 67, 69K, but it can easily come down all the way to 65, 66K, grab this liquidity. And I think it's a given. I think it has to happen, especially considering that we have a recession looming. It's not even looming. It's already here, especially in Europe. It's already here. The American economy, it is what it is, and the markets will tank. That's just a fact. They will tank. They are so propped up artificially that they have to tank. When I see the markets, I don't talk only about Bitcoin. I talk about S&P 500, NAS, all like the Magnificent Seven, the stocks of Apple, Microsoft, Google, all of that stuff. I think all of it is going to tank because it's artificially propped up and doesn't hold their real value. So I have two theories. One of them is that we dump from here. This is the breaking point that we are at right now. If we go on a lower time frame, you will understand, or you will see better what I mean. So my one strategy or theory right now is that we will dump exactly from where we are. We might get a little liquidity sweep, something like this, but we will go down from here. That's one of my theories. Why do I have this theory? Because what we're forming here is a bearish flag, or a bearish pennant actually in this case here. So we see a bearish pennant. We have a strong order block that we have zigzagged our way up into, and therefore there's a big chance that this actually is the turning point. So like I said, we might get a last push, a last sweep, tricking everybody into believing that this is we are in the bull market now, because I see already YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everybody's shifting already. Everybody's like, okay, bull run is here, pam, pam. Like, it took so little for everybody to shift, and that's exactly what they want. We see the fear and greed index has probably gone up. 34, it's okay. So we're still in fear, but not that deep fear like before. So the sentiment has already shifted, and people again getting sucked in. And yes, of course, maybe they are right. Maybe we go from here to 500K for one BTC. Like I said, for when a rocket needs to lift off, it needs fuel. You need to tank it. And you cannot go launch it on half a tank. This here is half a tank. You have the full tank down here. This here is only half a tank. This here is excess tank if you want to really scoop up everything. But I don't even think I don't even think it's possible for BTC to get below 50K, because one, the miners reward. I actually learned it from Frederick. If you're on the live, shout out to you. And second of all, it's just too much demand for it. It's just too much institutional and governmental demand for it to even go below 50K. As soon as it drops to like 60, you will see everybody start rushing into BTC. When I say everybody, I'm not talking about us retail traders, because we are stupid. We want to buy high and sell low, like the complete opposite to what you should do. But institutions, they will jump all over this when the price comes down to these levels. All right. All of them, they regretted that they didn't buy during this period that we had from March until November, until the Trump pump. So I'm saying it again. My one strategy, or my one theory, is that we dump them from here. We have a bullish flag. We have a lot of liquidity accumulated. We will dump down from here. We come down to at least 74. I think that we are going to crush 74 and go past it, at least to this order block at 67, 69. Take out that liquidity that I showed you guys here. And from there, you will see something like this. Let me see. This is the Japan crash, the Japan carry trade crash, if you guys remember that. You will see a big wick, and then just a mega V-shaped recovery, bounce back directly. That bounce back is what I'm looking for. We had it here. So we had it here, and a lot of people speculated on that being the bottom because of the way the candles were shaped. The only reason for me not believing in this was, like I said before, like this is in the middle of nowhere. Why should market come down here and then turn from here? There's so much more for market makers to grab here. So, and there's so much cheap liquidity down there. So I see us coming, either breaking this bearish pennant and we're going straight down, or we continue this bull trap, suck people in really hard. Market will go something like this, retest this order block, bounce up, grab all this beautiful liquidity up here. Remember what I showed you guys? Here, boom, 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 all this liquidity. And then from there we're dropping. Then will come some news, something, some kind of war, attack, China, tariffs, Trump, whatever, and market will just mega tank. And this is likely to happen. Why? Because BTC moves very correlated to S&P 500, even NAS also. And S&P 500, NAS, they have to crash soon. Like they are so overbought that it's crazy. They have to crash very, very soon. And I think that drop is gonna come somewhere here in this vicinity, somewhere between, I would say 23 and 25,000. Okay, so I think we will have one last like blow off top, mega push, and then from there we will drop. And when S&P starts to drop, that will be a hard drop. Why does it? First and foremost, why am I so sure that S&P will drop hard? Because that is what Trump is trying to do. This is what he's doing with his tariffs, with all these decisions, geopolitical decisions that he is doing. So he wants to sink the market so that he can kill inflation. And when he has killed inflation, then he wants to get the money printer on, lower the interest rates, so that market can boom again, and everybody will see Trump as that amazing president. That will be his legacy. He was the president that saved the American economy, made America great again, which is his like mantra and all of that stuff. This is his plan. It's getting very, very obvious. When he tanks S&P 500, you have to understand one thing. Like we are not talking about that it will go down from, okay, let's say it comes out as 23K, and it will go down maybe down to here, 17K. I think it's coming down to like 13, even 10K. I think it can come and test 10K, so this vicinity, because what will happen then is he will trigger a recession. Now, a lot of people say there's no recession happening in the US. A recession is happening in the US. The question is not if, the question is when. It will happen. There's no doubt about it. They've had a recession looming ever since 2008, when from the Great Depression or the Great Financial Crisis that they didn't solve. The only thing they did was print their way out of it. So they basically scooped, they pushed they shoveled the problem under the carpet, and they just let it sit there and marinate. But the problem is that problem is still there, and it grows bigger and bigger. And sooner or later, that carpet cannot cover that problem, and it will come bite whoever scooped it under in their ass. And this is what's going to happen very, very soon right now. This is what I see happening right now. So I think we're going to have one last blow off top, and then everything is going to crash. And when S&P 500 crashes or NAS crashes, you best believe that BTC is going to crash hard as well. But what's going to happen is BTC will crash, but it's going to recover much faster than all of them, all of the S&P 500 and that and those stuff. Same thing with gold. Why will it recover faster? Because what's happening now is that seriously, countries are realizing that BTC is actually a commodity. BTC is the strongest network in the world. All right, it's trustless, unhackable. It's there's no middleman. You know, it's transparent. I saw one thing here. I will read it for you guys if I find it. No, I don't have it anymore. Oh, this one. Bitcoin is everything people don't know about computers combined with everything they don't understand about money. That is BTC. Now, anyways, from philosophical stuff to the real deal. So what's happening is that the world is waking up to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will become the world reserve currency, like the dollar is now. Not currency, more like a store of value, like gold. And the more countries realize it, the more countries will race into it to buy it first before the other country so that they can get it at a cheaper price. Right now, what's happening is the red dragon, China, has woken up. They have realized this, and they are now fully planning on how to acquire Bitcoin and start a strategic crypto reserve. And not to mentioned that they already have almost as much Bitcoins as the United States has. So they will start a strategic crypto reserve. The question is just when. They are seriously planning it. Same thing with Japan, same thing. South Korea said no. But a lot of other countries, there's 21 countries right now, I think it's even more right now, that are seriously planning to have a strategic crypto reserve. So what I'm saying is this will be a reset. Market will flush out. We will have a reset, and the reset will lead to the rise of the Bitcoin era, of the crypto era. And that is when the real bull run will start. That it's going to break anybody's imagination. And that is why I say 250K for one BTC, because when that starts, it's sky's the limit. It's going to be, the FOMO is going to be on such a level, especially for Bitcoin, that it's just, yeah, it's unprecedented. Subject, there was also other reasons they said. Right now I'm looking on the daily time frame. What was those reasons, Jake? All right, so that's what I'm seeing right now. So we see, so back to the charts. This will play out now, like today or tomorrow, basically. We either take out this order block. This order block stretches from 88, 250, or let's say 88, 200, all the way to 89, 700. We either take out this order block, come retest it and bounce higher, or and start to push up from here. Then I believe we're coming up to at least 95K, at least, all right? I don't think we're gonna take out this top here at 99. But we never know, there's more liquidity above also. So that is one scenario, we bounce up here. And when this happens, altcoins are going to raise, all right? So this time, because this last run that we saw, the run that lasted from Trump stepping in up until December, when everything went psycho. That was a crypto run, a Bitcoin run. Now what we will see is a BTC run. Man, what am I saying today? Altcoin run. You will see an altcoin season. I think it will be a short, very intense altcoin season. So I think this altcoin season that will be triggered by BTC bouncing up will last maybe 1 month, maybe 2 months, all right? Maximum to like May, June, something like that. We will see. It will be short, it will be very intense, it will create a lot of FOMO. A lot of people will get stupidly rich, and even more people than that will get stupidly broke, unfortunately. So, but this is what we do and what we're doing here. This is why you guys sitting with me here. This is why we're analyzing the markets. This is why we're chatting in the Telegram channel. This is why we have a community. This is why we have Prosperous World. This is why we educate. This is why we share knowledge. And this is why we do things good. Not to be on the broke side, right? So it's all about staying informed. Informed decisions are good decisions. And in economic hard times, it's the informed they make money. When everything goes down, it's the informed that double the capital, that make capital on it. And it's the uninformed, which most often is the broke people, that gets even more broke. All right? They're the ones suffering. So with that said, we need to see BTC break above this order block, right? Now, I don't think we will do so. So now we're getting to now time, all right? Because, and by the way, time frame of what I've just said. So if we break above this order block here, you will see all these all start racing. Don't get too locked up on XRP on these, because it's going to be, remember I spoke about ACH, for example? I said it here. You see this green line? That is when I said buy ACH. Look where it is now. Virtuals. I said it down here. On this live here. If you guys were on the live, y'all remember. I've said it several times, not only one time. I even called this one out on the Telegram channel. I said it's time to accumulate. These are the times to accumulate. You have to accumulate the right ones. So the point is mid caps, low caps, all right? ACH is a very good example of a low cap. Of a mid-low cap. Virtuals, same thing, and extremely oversold, extremely underpriced, both of them. I will drop these type of gems all the time for you guys, so you always have low and mid caps that have this 10, 100x potential because they are extremely oversold. We have some other ones also. I want to show you guys C98. This one also extremely oversold, all right? We have something as MBOX. It's also good. Yeah, guys, so, and by the way, I saw Hyper Liquid here. This one has also taken a major beating. It's this token, Hyper Liquid, I think it's going to rip. I think it's going to rip the market. It's crazy. So this is also very oversold, but this is a large cap. Yeah, no stream without no tea. And so that is that. So right now, my recommendations when it comes to low caps and mid caps, like I said, ACH and virtuals. TAI is also extremely oversold, extremely underpriced. Imagine I bought it here. I rode it, I made 4 or 5x on it, something like that. And now I'm on red on it. But I'm still holding it because I know it's going to regain all of this. It's backed by the Solana Foundation. They're doing some amazing stuff. It's in the AI sector. So the thing is, I haven't focused very much on this mid and low caps because we've been so focused on the large cap, XRP, ADA, SUI, and all of them because it's been all about them, you know? But now things has changed and I think that it's time to refocus on these ones. So that is the situation. By the way, speaking of SUI, for example, that it's been on a tear today and I see it's breaking out, man. Oh, this is looking bullish. Me and Sui, we are not good friends today because this here, you see this perfect entry? I missed it. And I was going to call it out for you guys as well, but I missed it. I think I saw it when it was like here somewhere. So this thing totally ran away from me. And now I see this. I'm like, this would have been such a good trade for us, but there's more to come. We cannot catch them all. Remember that also, by the way, mindset. You cannot catch them all. Don't try to hunt all these trades. And you cannot trade. Every day there won't be trades. I'm saying this now because regarding to what we've been talking about in the community channel, right? There's not trades every day. Every day the market is not primed for you to trade it. Sometimes the market is like untradeable. Honestly, like really, it's untradeable. And it gets very difficult, especially sometimes when it's ranging widely. So, but sometimes it's the opposite. You get into the market, you look at the chart and you see trades directly. You see like it's clear as the day. So, and that is when you trade. So you want to be clear in your head. You want to be clear on what you see on the charts. And don't force trades. If you cannot see the trade, you don't see it. Don't force it. Leave it. Leave it as it is. Very, very interesting. All right. Yeah, so that's that. So right now what I'm seeing for crypto is that we're dumping from here. Everybody's going bullish now. I think I even saw the whales here going berserk. Whales are close short, open long, close long, close long, close short, close. All right, so it's mixed. It's very mixed between these. You can see here, most are short, but it's like 54% compared to 45%. I want to see this thing, like I want to see this turn to a real short squeeze, short trap, bear trap. And for that to happen, we need to see like this short coming down to like coming up to like 60, 70%. When the 70, 75% are shorting, best believe there's a bear, like you can smell that bear trap coming any second. Yo, what's up, Jesus? Bro, Mantra, I don't know anything about Mantra, to be honest. We can look technically at TRX. Right decision, Jake. All right, so AIXBT, Martin, I love AIXBT, actually, to be honest. I'm bullish on it. but I think it's I think that it already had its like great run. Okay. By the way, guys, we will analyze the charts, and I will give you guys maybe a trade because that's what I'm looking at right now. That's why I'm a little bit distracted, because I see a trade brewing right now. You know what? We do like this, guys. Wait with AI, XPT, TRX, and all of them. Let's mark out the charts first. So, why do I think that we might drop from here? It's because all these tokens, except for SUI, that was super bullish, when I look at them, bear flag. Yeah, bear flag. Bear flag, but broke out of this triangle or whatever it is. Mega bear flag. Here also some form of bear flag forming, but yeah. Sui is crushing it right now. And why are these bear flags? Whenever you have let's do like this instead. Whenever you have a trend like this, but it's very aggressive, it's very dense, all right? All this stop losses, stop losses, stop losses, stop losses. And this is why it's a bear flag, because at a point it will break through and all these stop losses will be like a domino effect. It will just catapult the market down when all these stop losses get triggered. So what I do most often, if I cannot get a clear sign on BTC, I look at these major alts like XRP, ADA, Etherum, and so on, because they will tell sometimes the story that BTC is not telling, all right? So you have to understand that most of these markets are traded by bots, especially these institutions and stuff. They use bots to trade these markets, and they react on the same thing. This is why sometimes when the market is very volatile, you see like across the board, all these alts making the exact same move, all right? Like sometimes on the dime. So they will very often signal what is what's to come with BTC, what they see happening with BTC, and understand that they have much better information than we have. All right, they have total different information. They have a lot of inside information. They see, like, just the way that I'm looking here at whales, what whales are doing, and so on. These guys have much better charts than this to see all of the action. So what I'm saying is altcoins will very often signal what BTC will do. Okay, so if you're unsure about BTC, sometimes just look across the board and see what are the altcoins doing, what are altcoins saying, you know, what are the technicals saying on altcoins. So right now we have a very nice bullish market structure, but I can also see a lot of bearish patterns forming, and it looks like sooner or later we have to drop. And I think that it's going to be sooner, not later. I think it's going to be like now, basically. So, and like, yeah, speaking of that, like you see the same thing. I think I even mentioned it on BTC. Like this is a mega bearish flag or pennant. So right now, I want to see which one is most bearish of these ones. And you can directly see that Ethereum is more bearish. It's better to sell Ethereum than BTC. You want to have the one that is more, because all of them are going to follow the move of BTC. So you want to take the one that is more, has more appetite on going in the direction you're going for. I think XRP actually looks weak compared to BTC. What do you guys think? What I'm looking at is, so you have this top from the push, and you have all the bodies here. If we compare it to BTC, we came close to it. XRP was not even close. Ethereum. Hey, that's strong. Damn. We're already selling Aave. I sold Aave because of this. Yeah, we took TP2. And I saw Aave just because of this. I saw BTC wanted to turn, but I saw that Aave was like already starting to move down. So it was like perfect. And then that's how I do it. And we are at great support here, but we're coming to retest that support. So I think actually we're going to break it. So I think Aave is also signaling, because right now you saw BTC bouncing up. Aave didn't want to follow. It went back up here to 190 and then came down a little bit. Here's a trade on Aave. That's on the copy trading account. And this is the ACH trade I was talking about. Already closed half, as you can see here. We'll build this copy trading account. The goal is to get it back to $1,000. After that, we'll see. So that is like 4x from where we are right now. We already took it up from, I had it at $200 on Friday, I think it was. So sometime last week. I cannot decide which one to choose. It's still a little bit undecisive here. We have 1 hour. We have 5 minutes left on that candle. This here is looking... We will wait a little bit with the sell, guys. We will wait. Why am I hesitating? Because these wicks that I just saw now, actually, exhaustion wicks means sellers were trying to sell the market, but buyers took over. Now, same thing. We have the same situation here right now playing out. Sellers are trying to sell the market, but buyers will probably step in and push it higher. We will see. I want to see how this 1 hour candle close. If it closes like this, then we can maybe take a sell on the pullback. You have to always look at these patterns because they will also tell a story. So here, for example, you see like it's a bullish flag forming. It doesn't mean the market will go bullish, but it's a reason for it to push up. But when I look at Etherum, I really want to sell it. XRP looks like it wants to fall. If it stops printing these type of wicks just. If this here becomes a wick like this one, we have 4 minutes left, then I think this thing is going to go up. Because there's just so many times that sellers can try to push the market down. Yeah, Jack, I think Ethereum has, but Ethereum actually, oh yeah, you're right. Definitely a bear flag. Bear flag, bear pennant. And this is what I mean, like when you start to see all these tokens create these patterns, like, look, for all you that are new to crypto, first and foremost, of course, study crypto. Be in the right community so that you learn, so that you have the right information. Find some people, it doesn't have to be me, find somebody that resonates with you, that you understand, that you vibe with, and that you know is transparent and knowledgeable, knows what he's doing, has a track record, and follow that person. Don't jump from different, because one thing that I see most people doing right now, they jump between 50 different crypto influencers, KOLs. And in the end, they are confused. And understand that I would say 60 to 70% of all KOLs, all crypto influencers, they have a bias. Why? Because they either because as soon as you get viewers, like I'm not some type of influencer, at least not a big influencer, but I get offers all the time to collaborate with brokers, exchanges, different companies, crypto tokens. You have no idea how many crypto projects have offered me to promote their stuff here. But most of them are meme coins. I cannot trust it. I don't want my community to get rug pulled, so I don't do it. But a lot of these influencers, they will jump on it. So when you hear them talk about something, very often they have a bias on it, all right? They have been paid to say something in a certain type of way. And that's one thing. Another thing is these big influencers, the bigger they are, the more pressure there's on them, because what market makers and all of these guys, at least whatever you want to call them, that run the markets, they used to use mainstream media to pump out a narrative on the market. They have realized that mainstream media doesn't work anymore. Mainstream media nowadays is YouTube, is Instagram, is TikTok, is X. So what they do now is they get these big influencers that have millions of subscribers and viewers to push that narrative that they want. Market it. We're going to take all-time high. It's going to be bullish. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. Everybody buying. Boom. They sell on everybody's face. Or the opposite. Bear market. Bull run is over. Recession incoming, like I'm saying. And so on and so on. And then from nowhere, you wake up one day. This has happened every bull run. I've seen this every bull run. You wake up one day, boom, you see a candle like this. Straight up to heaven. So whatever you do, don't buy your narrative. Make your own narrative. That was my point. Study, research the market, and trust what you see. If you don't trust what you see, build your experience so you can trust what you see. Only use me and other influencers or signals channels or whatever it is. Only use it as confirmation. If it doesn't match with your idea of the market, don't use it. All right. Live to trade another day. There's always new days to trade. All right. So that is what I want to say with that. Guys, listen, I am getting more and more bearish on this here. I'm looking at the charts in the same time while I'm talking to you guys. So I have 3 screens here, and one of my screens is showing me Etherum that we see here, but I see it on the 50-minute time frame. And it's getting weak. Like you see, it's trying to press into this order block, but it's not managing to get up. Same thing with BTC. It's trying to squeeze through this order block here, but it's not managing. Starting to think that this thing is really going to drop. So the only thing I'm afraid of, I'm actually 70% that it is going to drop, but I'm just afraid that this will happen. Boop, and then we drop. The classic one. All right. Now I've had my speech on the markets. We are watching the markets. It's very likely that we will take another sell. I have a sell on Aave, as I said, on the copy trading account, but there's a big chance that we take a sell on BTC or Ethereum, one of these two, but not yet. The opportunity has not presented itself. Remember, patience in the markets is key. And don't be afraid that the price runs away. Like I told you about Sui this morning. Boom, it ran away. Happens. Rather that than to take a losing trade, right? At least here I didn't lose anything, but when I lose, I lose. I don't want to lose. Let's look at these tokens that you guys mentioned. AIXBT. What do we have here? Polkadot and TRX. Okay. Who knows? Maybe we find a sell there instead. AIXBT. And for y'all that don't know what AIXBT is, it's basically, correct me if I'm wrong, Martin, but it's a trader actually. It's a trader. It's a very good trader. And I spoke on virtuals before for you guys. I said buy virtuals, okay? What he did is he went on virtuals and developed his own AI agent. All right, this AI agent is autonomous, which means it can post on TikTok, on X. I think it can take trades also. It can charge people for delivering analysis on the markets. So you pay it in its token for analysis, for VIP membership or something like that. And yeah, whatever, so it's making it, it's like an own person. It has its own economy and its own ecosystem, and its personality is based on that trader. His name was something XBT. I don't remember actually. And this is the token. So this one, oh shit, okay, it's very underpriced. Damn, as you see, it had a major run. Because I was looking at it when it was here somewhere, and then I stopped looking at it. I think I traded it shortly just. But I cannot say buy or sell because of fundamental reasons. I have to check it again because I haven't been in it for a very long time. I don't know what's going on with AXBT actually. I have to check their Twitter also. But I can tell you this. We have just mitigated a strong order block. Okay? So market is right now finding support on this order block. Broke above, came back in, mitigated it fully to the T, as you see. Broke above again, retesting. So this one is interesting, man. I will keep my eyes on it. Thank you, Martin, for making me aware of it. I think that it looks ready to explode anytime soon. And as you see, there's a lot of catch up to do. It doesn't even have to go to all-time high. What is this guy saying? Eric Trump. Huh. This guy, I don't know, man. He's such a phony. Whenever he says stuff, he just pulled the biggest pump and dump on everybody when he said that it's a good time to buy ETH, then ETH crashed. So this is AXBT here. All right, let's go to its profile. As you can see, like 479 followers. And like I said, this is an AI agent. This is not a person that is running this. This runs completely by itself. You can even see its wallet address here. And here it just drops some alpha on the market, its own analysis that it does in the market. But then if you want to get like into the VIP group and stuff like that, it charges its own token for it. So it has its own token. And yeah, that's it basically. I will check into it. Thank you, Martin, for making me aware of it. But just like that, if you want to get in on it, now is the time, definitely. Like if you plan to buy it, to invest into it, this is definitely the time. Next one, DOT. DOT, I haven't looked in a while. You see, okay, last time we looked at it, I'll remove this arrow. I marked out this entry zone, but we never came down there actually. So let me see what we are. Oh, all right, guys, look, so DOT, this is interesting. Look, so DOT is at a very, very good place right now. Just spontaneously looking at this is what I see happening now. Okay, so let's talk about it. Polkadot, first and foremost, a very strong project. It's not a low cap, it's a large cap token or project. And it's extremely undervalued, all right? Very undervalued. It has so much growth potential. All-time high, $55K. Sorry, $55. Right now, it's sitting at $4.6. So we have like 11, 12x up to all-time high, all right? Just up to this zone where we were at the end of December, mid of December, just up there, it's already more than 2x, 2.5x, okay? And the third time, we have one time, we have two time. The third time we're coming up to the level, we will break it. I'm convinced of that. This will be the next rejection level. So we will come up to about $16 for one Polkadot, which means 3-4x from where we are right now. But I think you're going to get a better price. I think you're going to get to buy it at about $4.1. So we broke out of this, and I spoke about flags, right? I spoke about bearish flags. Here you have a perfect example of a bullish flag, very bullish flag. And market has broken out. I think now, when everything dips, is going to come down, retest it. The thing with Polkadot you have to understand is it's like it basically can't go lower than this. This is like the technical low, like the lowest it can go. Why is there like the lowest it can go and not $0? Because of course the founders, the team, all of these guys, they have the token, okay? Let's say for example, may this never happen. Let's say for example, our project, the world token, everybody starts to sell, everybody starts to panic sell. I still have my tokens. The other guys, Luna and all of them have their tokens and we are not selling it. So there's still, and we cannot sell it. Our wallets are locked on vesting schedule. It means we have our tokens locked for 3 years. So for 3 years, it's gonna sit there. That means there's a technical bottom. Market cannot go lower than that because there's some amounts that will never be sold. That is basically at that level, all right? Maybe it can go a little bit lower, but not very much. Maybe $3, something like that. But I don't think it's going to happen. If not a recession, of course. So what I see for that right now, I see us bouncing down to at least 4.1, I would say even $4. And I personally, whatever I have, my spare underwear, socks, whatever, my brother, my cousin, I will throw everybody in and buy Polkadot because I think that this thing is going to rip. And that's it. I don't need to say much more. Price prediction, all-time high, I don't know if we're going to take it. But I see us like minimum $29 for one Polkadot. That is from now like 8x. If we go down to $4, what did I say? Yeah, $4. Then it's about, it's 10x basically. So I see a 10x on Polkadot minimum for this bull run here. So I'm talking about this year. Best case scenario, we take out all-time high when DOT 2.0 comes out. That's the next version that is on the way out. And we come out to up to about $69. You going in and buying it on like $4. 69, how much is that? 100x. No, wait. Sorry, guys. What am I saying? 15x. 15x, approximately. So, you have good things ahead of you. That's my point. Polkadot is looking good. It's definitely a nice one. I would... If you're looking at something to DCA into, now is the perfect DCA opportunity. It drops, you DCA a little bit more. It's like I'm always saying, don't throw in all your chips at once. If you have $1,000 to invest, portion it up to 5 or 10 times. All right, 5 times, $200 in. It dips, $200. It dips, $200. Maybe BTC starts to run, but maybe XRP is still left behind. Boom, and it dips. Boom, $200 into XRP. And that's how I accumulate and build up a nice stack so that when the bull run finally kicks, you are making a good bank. All right, next one, TRX. Do I have it here? Bro, I love your name. Jesus Christ, OG Cool. TRX. Damn. What a chart. I was looking at the wrong thing. Sorry for that. All right, that's better. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This chart is messed up, man. Are you trading it actively or what? I actually hold some FET, Karen. Nice to see you. See you here, by the way. Bro, the only thing I can say about it, I cannot say very much, to be honest. I want to give you a good analysis, but this one is a little bit hard because the price action is so choppy. The only thing I can say is same thing. Bullish flag forming here. And my best prediction, and we have an order block here, very strong order block. So when you mark out charts, the first thing you do, always mark out all order blocks, like major liquidity levels, because market will always be attracted to these levels. So here you have one OB. You see market came in and dipped in with this little wick. And then you have this OB, where we are basically now with the market. And you see how well it respects OBs. So for me, TRX right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, it looks like it wants to go up. It looks bullish. Maybe not now, but anytime soon. So you have an order block here when we're zooming in. Dipped in perfectly. And yeah, if you would take a buy on TRX, then this was definitely the opportunity. This is as good of an entry as you can get on TRX. OB, perfect rejection. Market trying to come down again, doesn't manage, and is now trying to push up. But remember, we have BTC that it might go bearish. And if it does, it will drag TRX with it down. Guys, the markets are chilling. I'm waiting for the sell to happen so that we can take it, but low volume. The thing is, when you have a market that looks like this, then like you don't want to go, in this case here, on a sell, so in the opposite direction, before you get some confirmations on it. Okay, we just have a 4-hourly candle that opened 50 minutes ago, and it opened bullish. As you see, it started up, but it's already pushing back a little bit. Well, everybody's bullish. I'm not that bullish on these markets, guys. I think that we can see this thing drop anytime soon. Like I said, we might get a last blow of top here to trap all the bulls in, and then the shit is going to drop. I think for now, we're just going to let our avid position sit. The short, the long, I have it already. Went in early on the ACH. So I'm basically hedging these positions. And I think we're just going to let it be like this for now. If I see the sell, the sell opportunity happen, I will call it out in the Telegram channel, right? But not now. We need more confirmations first. Damn, NAS looks strong. For anybody trading NAS, it just retested this OB on top. So we'll see what happens there. Shorted gold today. Oh, it's looking good. Damn. Okay, let's see if it goes lower. By the way, for anybody here on the Telegram, do you guys want me to call out signals on gold and NAS as well? Because I do trade them as well. It's just I'm just focusing on crypto when it comes to you guys. All right, MB. Okay, Robin. You guys speak for everybody. We do it. Cool. All right, guys. I think that's it. I cannot come up with any more value to share with you. The market is a little bit slow right now, as you can see. It's basically like, it feels like it's making its decision right now. But sometimes you know this can last forever. So like this was yesterday, for example. So yeah, we leave it like that, guys. No point installing this. I will see you guys in the Telegram channel. I will let you guys know when I'm selling the market or if I'm buying it, whatever happened from this. Like I said, just to conclude quickly here so you guys know the plan. We either break above this OB, like I said, 88.2K, all the way up to 89.6K, 89.7K, you can say. We need to break above it, come and retest it, which is perfectly confluent with this resistance here that we've had for a while. And then from there, we can push up. All right. If that happens, I still think that we might be in a bull trap. Actually, an even bigger bull trap, because up here we have major liquidity. And like I said, from there, there's a big chance that everything just drops. Okay. The second alternative is that this bearish pennant, or whatever we call it, we will now reject this order block as we are doing right now, continue down, and eventually, so something like this. Something like this. We'll hit this order block, push up again, and then we will mitigate this entire, all the liquidity that is trapped here. If we go from there to 74 to 60 to 67K or whatever it is, I don't know. But this liquidity goes all the way down to 77K. All right. So at least I would say 78, 77, something like that. At least to this level here, 80K, contest the 80K level. So that is the second alternative, which actually is my first alternative right now, because I'm leaning more towards this. The market will drop from here. All the bulls are trapped in right now. So we'll see. These are the alternatives. I will see you guys in the Telegram channel. Have a beautiful afternoon, and thank you for watching and sticking with me. And by the way, guys, smash that like button. I need your support. Smash the like button, support this YouTube channel, and have a blessed day. And I'm saying peace with that.